I always hearing about this place called Nubate. You know what? Let me come and check it out. Hey, Chris. Hey, Arvinder's doing on.
We're on there.
Like the podcast, huh?
Yeah, like chat.
What influenced you to start hosting events?
People started calling me Winerboy, so the popularity grew in like the party world. Because I was like, man, a lot at that point in time, I had finished secondary school, so I was out a lot. The same friends and family were saying, since you know so many people, why not throw a party? And then my first party I did was a success, so that really was the start of it all.
Why do they call you Winerboy?
And the nickname actually was given to me. It was a night I was in a fete, and Marshall called me up on stage. It was a sold-out fete. It was actually ladies first back in the day, which was a Zen party. And 2 weeks later, he called me back up on stage and he called me Winerboy. And then the people started calling me Winerboy. So that's how the name really started. I didn't name myself Winerboy because I like the wine or whatever. Marshall gave the nickname, and then I guess hundreds and thousands of people just start calling me Winerboy.
How carnival was this year?
Carnival 2025 treated me very well. I did 5 fetes, 2 or 3 of them were sold out, and it was very good. I actually flew out Carnival week, so I wasn't part of the festivities and mass because I was the honeymoon period, but the season itself was the best for Winerboy entertainment for sure.
Give me an insight on Noah and like how did that originate by the waterfront?
Well, basically Noah was a party. Analyzing the market, I see there were a lot of all-white parties, and I wasn't seeing much all-black dress code parties. So that was the first idea that came about, like to do an all-black fete because I wasn't seeing it in the calendar. And then so Jerry Walker, me analyzing the clientele, Jerry Walker black and Noah with the all-black dress code was a perfect fit. And then the location, I wanted somewhere close to a hotel, so using the waterfront with the view of the waterfront as well was very fitting, and everything came together smoothly. The first year was sold out. I mean, first time to do an event and sell it out was a blessing. And I think people really enjoyed it. It was something new. I think people enjoyed the new fetes as well. That's basically how it came about. The name of Noah was actually a twist on my cat name, which is Nori. I want to name a fete after him, and then just with the letter change.
Give me an insight on Rosé. I know that's called the ladies' fete.
Life is a funny thing. So I got the nickname in ladies first, which was a Zen fete, which was really all the ladies back in the day used to go that fete. So that fete had stopped. So when I analyzed the market, there was a ladies fete per se. And me getting my nickname from ladies first, it kind of meshed well. And Rosé date is actually the same date that ladies first used to be. Rosé had the name, and then Caribbean came out with Rosé. So it's a Caribbean inclusive, and it meshes well because I wanted an all pink fete. And ladies like pink, so that's essentially how it came about, and it is the ladies' fete now. I think you came to say, and you see the ratios, biggest ratio of ladies and men in any carnival event, probably any event in the country right now. And they love it. I'm happy to provide a space where they feel safe and they enjoy it, and the vibes is really nice. And also Roses, the main fete in the east, there was a high concentration of events in North Trinidad, and then it became South Trinidad as well, but the east was lacking. So I wanted to create an event for the people on the East-West corridor basically.
Give me an insight on Coachella.
The chutney soca market is a big genre. Chutney soca is very big. Like Raymond Rampersad is the guy I'm doing the event with. So chutney is a very big genre that I thought that needed a fete for the genre itself to show its quality. We chose Central Trinidad because there was a lot of events in Central as well. So it is tagline the Central Fete, Coachella. So it's a chutney soca event. It's a perfect showcase of Trinidad culture where you see the soca and you see the chutney come together as one, and it's a beautiful event, and the numbers just keep increasing, and I believe it will eventually be my biggest fete.
How did the restaurant Nubate originate?
A restaurant was always in my life plan, like it's something I always wanted. Growing up, my dad worked in various restaurants and hotels that I grew up in the hospitality industry, so it was something that I fell in love with. I actually wanted to become a chef. So in Form 5 I actually did food and nutrition, but I had a conversation with a chef in Form 5, and then he told me the life of a chef. And I told myself I open a restaurant sometime in life instead. And then this opportunity came about in Val Park where they wanted to turn into more of an entertainment mall. Rosé being the East Fete, Triggerbox being in Rampersad. I thought that my footing in the East-West corridor was good to take the risk to open in Val Park. And it was a dream come true. It's a big guessing, and I love the restaurant life. Some people say restaurant is hard work, but everything you want to do in life is hard work. No matter what industry you're in, you have to put in the hours. I love doing it. So it's only when I reach him I realize the amount of hours I put in. To be 16 hours, it feel like 5 hours.
So I'm always seeing Winerboy Entertainment.
Yeah.
But how did Arvinder come up with, the bakery? How did that originate?
So Triggerbox Bakery came about in the pandemic. So as I say, so Winerboy Entertainment, but in the pandemic we had no events. The industry shut down totally. It changed my perspective in terms of I need to speed up the progress of diversifying. At that point in time, a bakery was an essential business. My wife now and her mom love cake. In my head, I was like, why not give it a try? And people love the desserts, people love Sugar Box Bakery, and yeah, that's basically how it came about.
What is something that you see could change in the event hosting industry?
I see a lot could change, but what I prefer to do is adapt and then work on the environment that's already in rather than try to fight it and change it, because I'll just be wasting time. To be honest, there's some things in the industry that needs to change, but I don't have the power to do it. That would be my main thing, to adapt and move forward.
As an entrepreneur of doing so much, bro, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Everything that I want to do, my mindset is it now start. 5 years ago was COVID. And look how much happened in that space of time. 2 bakeries open, a restaurant open. I did more fat. So in 5 years, there's a lot I want to do. I prefer do it than talk about it rather than tell you now what I want to do. I have a couple of new things coming as well that I'm already working on. I was working on it since last year. So look out for a lot more.
What were like 2 best moments while hosting your events?
2 best moments, number 1 will definitely be proposal last year. I mean, it was a life-changing moment. It was in a solo outfit 1, 2, propose to the love of my life. So that's a life-changing moment. That is kind of unique as well. That was a great moment for me and part of my history. And then the second best moment is a kind of recurring moment where in every party you look from the stage and you see people enjoying themselves, giving people that piece of happiness, that happy memory. It's priceless.
What 2 hard moments you had while hosting events?
2 bus parties. A bus parties, you was still as an event planner and promoter. I had 2 parties that didn't do good. So at that point in time, I just had to try to figure out, do you stop? Is there a chance to bounce back? But I always say the ability to bounce back is one of the best abilities in the world, because you have to persevere, you have to keep trying. It's either if I'd give up at that point in time, I won't experience the success that I experienced further down. It's a big mental thing when you do an event that didn't do well, because financially you lose money, mentally it's a lot. The industry start talking, oh, he gone through whatever, but life is not always win and win and win. You must have losses in every business. So it's really how you deal with that moment when you're down to rise again.
Well, how did you overcome that mentally?
Mentally I'm strong. So I went through a bad accident and that changed my perspective on life, where I learned that life is bigger than any one situation. Let's say the party bus. You could rally through that time and get better in the future. Same way like COVID, it was a hard time for everybody. But mentally, you have to be strong and look at the little positives in it all. And focus on the positives. There's positives in every situation in life. If you focus on that, that could expand.
Where do you see like the events, the bakery, the restaurants? Where do you see all of it in 5 years?
An event has a product life cycle. It will die at some point, but I want to end on a high. So I might be events for 5 to 6 more years. I'm definitely not be it for 10 to 15 more years. In terms of the restaurant and the bakery, the goal is to be number 1 restaurant in the country and the number 1 bakery in the country. You always have to try to be the best and try to be the best version of yourself. So you always try to be the best, have the best podcast, have the best everything. If you fall short, at least you finish second or third.
What would you recommend to your audience or anybody who wants to follow along in Winerboy's footsteps?
I try to help younger promoters and younger DJs and stuff, but I've got the nickname and then converted it to something else. My advice would be that hard work pays off. If you put any work in anything in any industry, I'll say, you have to try and be the best version of yourself. The only thing in your control is you. And you need to wake up every day and put in the hours. Once you put in the hours, it consistently becomes a good habit. A good habit will turn out to be good rewards. So it's entirely up to you. No matter what, look, young brother, some say he come from the ghetto, but now he is the biggest superstar in Carnival. Because of hard work. He consistently put out the hard work. They have the biggest podcast. Why? Because they consistently put in all the hard work. So the only secret that is not a secret, hard work pays off. Talent will only carry you so far. Hard work is the recipe to any sort of success in life.
This is the CPatts Live Talks. Arvinder, Winerboy, Chris Patterson, bro. Thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Bro, all this talking make me feel hungry.
Well, when we have pace, so let me get something.
Alright, we're going to see what they have on the new bay menu.